देश के अंदर जो आज देखने को मिल रहा है।
Okay, big breaking news coming in at the moment. Updates coming in from Rajasthan. Congress MLAs are in a sit-in protest at Raj Bhavan as we speak. They are even sloganeering in the moment in favor of Ashok Gehlot. There is a mega showdown that is taking place at the Raj Bhavan. Congress MLAs sitting in protest at the Raj Bhavan grounds. Rahul Srivastav, our national affairs editor, joins us on this story. Rahul, it's amply clear at the moment that Gehlot, having that wafer-thin majority, wants to make sure snap assembly session takes place so that he can prove the majority of the House and end up saving his government. In case he ends up wasting any more time going forward, there is a fair bit of a fear of defection going on to the Sachin Pilot camp at the moment, Rahul.
Chetty, what I have a sense what I'm getting is that the issue as far as the court and the litigation is concerned is hanging fire. I think Ashok Gehlot is now acting under a plan. Now his plan is to go in for a session of the State Assembly. Remember, he has time. A session of an assembly has to be called within the 6 months of the last session. The last session of the Rajasthan Assembly ended on the 13th of March. Now, as per that, the next session has to be called sometime before the 13th of September. So he has time. Why does he want to call a session? If he calls a session, these MLAs, 19 of them who have been holed out in Gurugram, may have to go in for any kind of action as far as the assembly is concerned. If they don't come, then their action as per the whips of the party will become effective, and the speaker will be at liberty to call that act of abstention from the assembly as an anti-party act and punishable under the anti-defection law. Now, that perhaps is the attempt by Ashok Gehlot. On the other hand, there is a realization that this is exactly what Ashok Gehlot wants to do. Somewhere there is a reluctance to call a session. Otherwise, Chetty, calling a session is a very normal exercise. It is the state cabinet or the central cabinet which has a right to decide when it wants to have a session. It is sent to the governor or the president of India, and it is called. There should be no debate over it. But somewhere, definitely the governor is not ready, and perhaps what we are hearing, there could be an alibi that it is because of the COVID-19 pandemic and no social distancing proper protocols in the Rajasthan Assembly, a decision to delay or not give permission has been taken. But the fact is, things are coming to a pass. Ashok Gehlot wants to force the hand of the Sachin Pilot camp now.
You know, before I go to Dev as well, Rahul, just to get a sense from you, the Rajasthan governor, and let's not forget, is Kalraj Mishra, who used to be a former union minister in the Modi 1.0 cabinet as well. You know, I mean, one would say that has nothing to do with this, but what's your sense? How would you put that fact into perspective in terms of what is going on at the moment?
Chetty, the Constitution of India and the forefathers of the Constitution, they wrote the Constitution with certain duties for the governors and the speakers. And the spirit of the Constitution has been totally mortgaged by political parties and governments over the last 70-odd years. And I will say that there have been tremendous challenges to the actions of the speakers and the governors in since independence, since the Constitution was adopted. And we have seen that governors have been reprimanded by the courts, speakers have been reprimanded by the courts, and their actions have been called malified. And that is why I would say here that whatever action anybody takes here, eventually it will head to the courts, because somewhere a judicial scrutiny would be needed on what's the foundation and the basis of a decision taken where discretion is involved. Remember, speaker's action involved discretion, governor's action involved discretion. They both are constitutional posts, and they perhaps have been found wanting in the past. And that is why the governor should have no reason to say no to a session if the cabinet of the state has recommended it. And barring the fact that there is a COVID-19 concern which can be resolved, because remember, Parliament session is going to be called very soon.
Sure.
And the government and the Parliament is ensuring that there is social distancing. So the governor can tell the Chief Minister that you can have a session but observe social distancing. But an outright no, there is a question mark.
Absolutely. Stay with us right there. Rahul Srivastava getting a perspective. Let's in fact listen into the sloganeering that is going on right at Raj Bhavan, and we go to Dev for more. So you heard the sloganeering right there. The MLAs have resorted to sloganeering. These are the visuals that are coming in from Raj Bhavan in Jaipur. Dev Ankur Madhavan is right there. Dev, the MLAs from the Gehlot camp, extremely adamant on wanting that snap assembly session, standing by their Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot at the moment. All eyes now on the governor exercising his discretion on whether he allows this assembly session or not.
Well, Cheti, these are unprecedented scenes in Rajasthan politics. An extremely ugly situation has enveloped in Rajasthan, and you see outside the Governor House, there is heavy police presence. There is the various forces that have gathered out here are not allowing anyone to go close to the Governor House. But what is happening inside the Governor House, we have shown our viewers the kind of visuals that have emerged from inside the Governor House, where the Congress MLAs are shouting slogans. They are saying, Dadagiri nahi chalegi, Ashok Gehlot zindabad, we want justice. All of those sloganeering is currently going on inside the Governor House, and in this entire impasse which has developed in Rajasthan, the situation, has reached a very low level. The Rajasthan Chief Minister asking the governor for a assembly session to be called, but the governor refusing, saying that the COVID pandemic situation is such that at this point in time the assembly session cannot be called for. The Rajasthan Chief Minister saying that the governor is acting under pressure from the central government of the BJP. So the entire impasse in Rajasthan politics is such that the situation can get uglier from here. Already the MLAs that are inside the Governor House in Rajasthan, in Raj Bhavan in Jaipur, are sitting on dharna currently and are not willing to vacate.
So now we're waiting for what the governor decides. It's the governor's discretion at the moment. Let's go straight across to Anand Patel as well, who's standing by. Anand, we've gotten a perspective on what's going on politically from Rahul Srivastava. Dev has gotten us all the scenes that are taking place outside the Raj Bhavan in Jaipur as well. Coming to you now on where does the pilot camp stand and where is the BJP? The BJP seems to be waiting and watching for this drama to unfold. Perhaps we'll strike the iron when it's hot.
Well, yes, see, the things are, you can say evenly poised at the moment as far as the High Court is concerned. It asks for a status quo, asks for the Speaker not to press in for a disqualification or summoning of the MLAs. But if you see, what are the options Gehlot has now? He has no other option but to seek a assembly session where he's saying that he can prove his majority if the floor test situation comes up. The thing is, now he wants the rebel MLAs to come to Jaipur. there were reports earlier on as well that at least 4 to 5 MLAs were ready to jump the ship and join back the Gehlot camp. Now, if the MLAs are forced to come to Jaipur, now this is the situation which the pilot camp is trying to avoid, and the Gehlot camp is alleging that there's a BJP hand in this because the governor is under pressure not to summon the session. So if the session is summoned, the whip is issued, the rebel MLAs are bound to honor that whip. If they don't obey that whip, then they stand a chance to get disqualified. But if they come at all to Jaipur, there are chances that the Gehlot camp might prevail over some of the MLAs and break away some of the MLAs, bring back some of them back to their fold. So clearly, this is the last option which Gehlot camp has, and that is what Gehlot is playing out. He's gone to the governor house with all the MLAs, showing his strength, proving his majority at the governor house himself. These are unprecedented situations.
Yes.
Now, if the governor doesn't buzzes, what option does Gehlot camp has? I was speaking to, one of the close aides, of a strategist. He was saying that on Monday, when the matter resumes in the Supreme Court, the Gehlot camp can easily go and say before the judges that, look, we had the numbers, we paraded the MLAs before the governor, but the governor is not yielding. He's not calling in for a session. So this is like a pressure tactics, already building up to what you want to get from the court. So clearly, on Monday, the Gehlot camp will be on a strong footing to pressure the a decision in their favor on the governor, asking him to call for a session. Now, that is the only option. Time and again, we have had Supreme Court rulings that if at all a majority has to be proved, it has to be proved in the assembly, on the floor of the house. So this is what
the majority can only be proved on the floor of the house. This is a developing political drama. It can go either way. We have to wait and watch to see what the governor decides now. The ball is clearly in the governor's court as far as this meeting is concerned, as far as deciding whether the snap assembly session can take place or not is concerned. I'm in fact in just about a bit after when we're back from a break, bring in Rahul Srivastava to put better perspective on this as well. This remains to be our top focus on India Today. We're slipping into a very short commercial break. The Rajasthan political drama on the other side as well. Stay with us.